this room have never heard of chakras or what they are. Never. Okay, everybody has? Okay, super. So I'll just go through this briefly. The chakras, what they are, that is just a word which means a portal for energy flow. That's all. A portal for energy flow. The chakras are actually both behind us and in front of us. They're two-sided. The receiving energy, the feminine energy, flows in the back side of the chakras. The giving energy flows out the front side of the chakras. Very often, if a person gets backaches all the time, it's because they haven't allowed themselves to receive the compliments. Allow yourself to receive the compliment. Allow yourself to validate yourself. Allow yourself to feel loved. Receive, receive, receive. Allowing yourself to receive is part of the perpetual flow, right? So the feminine energy is the receiving energy, and quite frankly, even the shape of our body shows us that. There's not a man on the face of the planet that wouldn't say his wife's receiving of him isn't a giving, right? Evidence that giving and receiving are the same. So her power is in her receiving. So the receiving energy is the backside of the chakras. It flows in the back of all the chakras, the energy. And then as you exhale, it flows out. And then it all just cycle through the universe and go in and out and in and out in this perpetual flow. The way that the energy flows in is actually somewhat at an angle, because the crown chakra, that seventh chakra on the top there, the crown chakra is where the energy of inspiration flows in the backside. You receive the energy of inspiration. Provided there's no blockage, then it will flow down to the third eye chakra. The energy will flow down to the third eye chakra, which is the brain region where you can add thoughts and creative energy to it. Oh, this would be cool, that would be cool, and you see the way to accomplish the thing of the idea. Provided there's no blockage in the brain region, then the energy will flow down through the throat chakra, and you'll speak up for yourself. You'll tell somebody. You'll honor the idea by telling somebody how cool it is and talking about it. Provided there's no blockage in the throat chakra, then it flows down to your heart chakra, and the heart is the bridge between the two worlds. The upper three chakras, 7, 6, and 5, all relate to the esoteric realms, that which you cannot see and touch and feel. This is the esoteric realms. And the heart is the bridge between the two worlds. These lower three chakras, and I'm not saying lower because they're less valuable or less spiritual, I don't in any way mean that. In fact, if you're not creating in the physical manifested world, you're not yet in your divine power, because when the energy flows all the way through, it does manifest in the physical world. Look around us. We live in a physical world. So when you really are in the flow, things will manifest in your life. Well, the heart is the bridge between the two worlds. And then after, provided there's no blockage, then the energy flows down to the solar plexus chakra, the seat of self-esteem. This is where it begins to be in the manifested temporal world. The zest for living, the fire of life, the seat of self-esteem. Provided there's no blockage, it flows down to the creative life force centers, the second chakra. This is not only where we make babies, this is where we create everything creative. Businesses, paintings, beautifully groomed animals, everything else we create. We create with this second chakra, life force energy added upon all of the energy that's flowing to it and through it. And then, provided there's no blockage, it flows out the root chakra, which is right between our thighs, like from the tailbone down between our thighs. And then it manifests in the physical temporal world. Each of the chakras has what I refer to as a demon. And when I say a demon, that's an allegory, simply implying that which creates the block. That's all, that which creates the block. In the seventh chakra, the crown chakra at the top of our head, when the energy flows in the crown chakra, if there is attachment to one right way to be thinking, or attachment to any other thing, that is the demon of the crown chakra, attachment. If you think, oh, there's only one right way to be and I have to find it. Hence was my path most of my life, right? Through all my different religions, I was trying to find that one right way. Well, that attachment prevented me from seeing it differently or receiving any other ideas, because I simply wasn't open to receiving any other ideas. If you're attached to your house has to look like this, the Dubai can't give you something more. If you're attached to Your job has to look like this. That attachment prevents new ideas from flowing in. Now, the third eye chakra, seeing the way. There are twin demons. And these twin demons are illusion and denial. If you live in illusion or try to deny and not be authentic with yourself, that creates the block in the third eye and in seeing the way. The throat chakra, the demon that creates the block in the throat chakra, are lies. Now, these are lies you have told, but it's also lies other people have told you that you based your life on, you based your foundation on, and then when the rug got pulled out from underneath you and you discovered it was a lie and it wasn't truth, and it's hard to speak up for yourself. It's hard to speak your truth. And there can be problems in talking. Either too much energy or not enough energy can be the block or the symptom of the block in any one of these energy flows. Too much energy, for example, on the throat chakra would be, have you ever met a person that cannot stop talking? Mm-hmm. Yeah. They cannot stop. That's when the blockage is right at the base of the throat chakra and the energy pounds, 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 trying to get through. And that blockage makes it just stay there and build in velocity. The converse can be true. When the blockage is at the top of the throat chakra, not enough energy is getting through and their voice is weak and they lose their voice and they have a hard time speaking up for themselves or maybe they don't talk at all. So too much or too little can be the case anywhere, in any one of these. Now, the demon, so it's lies you've told or lies that have been told to you that you built your life on. The heart chakra demon is loss or grief from loss. It can be loss of financial stability, loss of a loved one, loss of something that you cherished and valued and loved very much and allowed into your heart, and then made the erroneous assumption that losing it was a symptom that you'd never have it again, or that it wasn't yours to start with, and you added meaning about that loss, that it was permanently gone, when in point of actual fact, we are everything because we are the energy flow of everything. So how can we lose when we just simply always get more in that abundant state of flow? There's always more when we're loving and validating ourselves. So that thought of loss causes the grief that creates the heart chakra block. And then the solar plexus chakra, the seat of self-esteem, this is where it gets into shame. I'm so ashamed because I was born in sin, or whatever, was told to you, right? Okay, shame. I'm ashamed because, in your mother's case, it was probably, I had sex before marriage and the religion I was in said that was bad, okay? Or perhaps the father felt that way. Shame. I'm so ashamed because, fill in the blank, whatever. Shame creates the blockage to the energy flow of the zest for living, the fire of life, the seat of self-esteem. And then the second chakra, that creative life force energy where we create babies and everything else creative, guilt. I feel guilty. That's the demon that creates the blockage in that chakra. I feel guilty because, fill in the blank. The thought of guilt prevents us from living in our creative capacity. And then the demon of the first chakra is fear. The demon of the first chakra, fear, being afraid that I won't be able to make it in the world, afraid I won't be able to have a house, I won't have a place to live, I won't have food to eat, fear that I won't make it in the world, because the first chakra is all about manifestation in this temporal world. Fear causes us to have that blockage in the root chakra and disables us from being able to manifest our creative capacity by allowing the energy to flow. So what we're going to be doing now, you can take this home with you. What we're going to be doing now is an exercise called Chakra Dhyana. And some people say Diana, some people say Deanna. I'm not really sure which it is, but I say Dhyana. What do you say?
That's how I say it.
Diana? Okay, good. All right, so the Chakra Dhyana is something we're going to be listening to this through audio.